yes, the transfer window is shut.
Good.
However, the ramifications are still being felt in Catalonia. That's certainly according to reports in Spain, as Gab Marcotti joins us to discuss suggestions that all is not well in the Barcelona camp, Gab.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there was this whole to-do with Neymar. Bartomeu was under pressure to begin with, and there's a portion of the Barcelona directors who were against the move from the start. There's suggestions that the whole move was pretty half-hearted and ham-fisted, and certainly, maybe even, dare I say, never real, just something where they were kind of going through the motions and pretending to negotiate with Paris Saint-Germain when they knew that the whole thing was a non-starter.
Boys, there's talk, obviously, Rakitic isn't happy, Dembele isn't happy, considering they were supposed to be make-weights in this deal. From a player's perspective, does that... Go on, Gab.
Sorry, no, I was going to say, that's a key issue. And this is why some people were skeptical, because it was obvious that the Paris Saint-Germain were going to hold out for something close to what they paid for him. You know, whether it's 222 million or 200 million or 190, 180 million. And it was obvious, too, that Barcelona simply wasn't going to pay that amount in cash, and that players would have to be part of that deal. Well, what's happened is that they were very liberally lobbying the names of players in the air, from Ousmane Dembele to Rakitic, who you mentioned, Samuel Umtiti as well, and they didn't tell the players. Or certainly they weren't respectful in the way they told the players. And it was almost like after the fact, it was almost as if, okay, yeah, we locked you in, PSG will take you, Rakitic, now go have a word with them and negotiate your new contract. And I think it's always very risky when you put players into a deal in part exchange, players who are starter quality. There's an order of operations to how you do this, and Bartomeu and his people pretty much tore right through it.
How does that affect Barcelona going forward? If you're Dembele, if you're Rakitic, are you as committed?
I think Dembele's got to get himself sorted out no matter what the case. He's a young guy who's got to prove himself. He's a very talented young man who has had issues at Barcelona and other clubs. And so whether he's happy with this or not, should put this behind him. He's at Barcelona still, which is where he wanted to be, and he's got to get on with it. The other side of the coin is more experienced players.
Yeah, so Rakitic.
Yeah, who... maybe can he surplus to requirements there anyway now, but, you're going to have to probably use them at some point. But it's more experienced players. I think that's where it causes the problem. Youngsters who have to really get on with the game like Dembele, I don't think it'll be a major issue.
I have no real sympathy for Dembele simply because all the issues that he has brought onto himself have affected the way that he has played, or hasn't played for Barcelona for that matter. And what we hear is that his behavior is not appropriate, that his behavior is not what it should be for a Barcelona player or a professional player at this level. As for the more veteran players, a guy like Ivan Rakitic, I can understand his frustration from the sense of, I'm not a kid anymore. You can come to me, talk to me, be straightforward. Give me the information. What is the plan and what is it that you want from me? And if you don't want me here, then let me know so that then I can make plans for myself. Or I can have my agent reach out to whoever they want to reach out. But when you treat me just as a piece in a chess game, and you move me however you want to move me without any care or appreciation for what I have done with this club and this organization, now I start to take that somewhat personally. And I can understand that it's a business, and I think players can do that, and Rakitic would be smart enough to do that. But you would appreciate the fact that if they came to you and they said, look, this is what's happening, this is what we're planning to do, you may be a part of this, or you may not, we'll see.